Hiya, welcome to my channel, whether you're a first timer or you're a regular watcher. This video, I'm going to reunite with the extended family from the south of the country, and we're going to go on a mini road trip to celebrate that awkward week between Christmas and New Year. We're a bit limited this time because of time and because of the conflict on the border, which cut out some of our options. We were considering going into Laos, but that area is just not really good at the moment, despite the ceasefire being in place. I'm going to play it safe, go to some nice places, have some days out, have some quality time with the family who are also visiting from Bangkok up to this part of the world in Sisaket, and see where we get. Stick with it, lots of happy times on this video. We decided to start things off with a trip down the road to Ubon Ratchathani, where we enjoyed lunch in a lovely noodle restaurant, bought some traditional moo yor, and then headed on to a temple. It was good to see the candle floats from the procession, no doubt getting ready for next year's parade. Then it was on to a new restaurant for us all, by the River Moon, with some stunning views, snacks and drinks. As our family members who were visiting us had never been to Sisaket Tower before, it was time to put that right. As ever, the views were absolutely stunning. Another stunning morning where we live. While Q, Anne and Indy went off to catch up with other relatives, it was a family day at home. I took the young lads up from Bangkok to Wat Ban Chan, and we ended up feeding the fish. That was before we headed back and played some football. Proper family bonding. After a little bit of discussion and thought, it was decided the mini road trip would consist of Roi Et and Yasothon. But first into Sisaket. Before we go much further, it's important that we go off to a wonderful restaurant. I can't stress it enough. I use it a lot in my videos. This place, Jokey restaurant, famous Thai breakfast of joke, which is like a rice porridge with pork and egg. Fantastic place, been established this 70 or 80 years. A place I always go. Quite near the railway station, the little roundabout there. You carry on, the station's just in the distance near those banners. Well worth a visit whenever you're in Sisaket. Prasatsa Kampanyai here in Uthomphon Phisai. That sounds a mouthful, you try saying it. Yeah, this Wat is the oldest and biggest Khmer ruins in Sisaket province. Now Uthomphon Phisai is a district, it's got its own town, and it might well feature in a full-length video just about it. It's an interesting place. There always seems to be plenty going on here. So we'll see. Our gang have gone inside. I'm going to film around and show you a little bit of the Khmer ruins and what they've added to it. We've come here after Sisaket. It's an ideal little stop, only half an hour up the road, before we head on to Roi Et. Yeah, lots of this site is man-made, and they've done a very nice job of it, I have to say. But without doubt, these are the most incredible features of it. The old ruins, exactly as they were, going back centuries to the Khmer days. Indeed, similar to the sites that they're fighting around over near the borders. It's a different era and a different set of people, but think Ayutthaya and that kind of site. This obviously is not as big, but it's pretty big, as you can see, and well worth a visit. As I say, I'll probably do a full-length Uthomphon Phisai video in the future, probably when the football season's all done and there's time to fill. Yeah, it's as handmade as they come, but you can't tell me that that isn't beautiful. Now, while the temple in Uthomphon Phisai goes back centuries to Khmer times, the same cannot be said about this place. Wat Ban Chan. It's on the way to the main road before we get to Roi Et. Well worth a detour. See what you think. All modern man-made, but very, very beautiful. As with all these places, I'll put the link to the map in the description box below the video. So if you're ever up this way, you've got the opportunity to come and see it for yourselves. So we've arrived in Roi Et on a road myself and John, my mates, have travelled back through after going to football here in this city. And there's a fair few bars and restaurants along here. We've just been to a place across the road there called Riverside. Highly recommended. Excellent food, excellent service, friendly people, Farang Thai food, all good. Definitely recommend that for you. 50 baht for a small Leo, you can't knock that, can you? My chicken schnitzel, superb. This time our choice of hotel in Roi Et is Hop In. It's about a 3 or 4 minute drive from the restaurant we've just been in, and not far from the moat that encircles the inner city. The big Buddha and the tower in the distance, we're going to head along there. It's getting towards 6 o'clock at night. We're going to go and see what's happening. There is a big party by the tower tonight, which is one of the reasons we chose Roi Et. There is, of course, a long video on Roi Et that I've got on my channel if you have a look through, or have a look for this image. There you go. If you find that on my channel and have a look, it'll give you a full version of Roi Et from a previous visit. Yeah, the room's excellent. 640 baht, I think it was. Very clean, modern, everything works. Think Travel Lodge or Premier Inn in England, only far better maintained. Big comfy bed, good bathroom, everything you need, and it's got a little fridge. So I'll recommend this chain. Hop In, or B2 is the other one we like, on a similar line.
เขาอายุ 43 สามีอายุ 50
The feeling it's going to be one of those suck it and see evenings, find out where we end up, because planning's going to be difficult. In the end we have come in the car because the grabs are only 4-seaters, which is not a lot of use. So I think we're going to have a wander around. That's stage up there is where there's going to be the music, and there's going to be the firework display by the tower. It looks magnificent. It's a stunning evening, beautiful blood red sky as you saw in the car. So we'll see where we get to. So here we are outside the tower. They've closed off the road here, which makes a lot of sense. Loads and loads of seats there for those who want them. There's a stage there. I suggest there'll be a band on. Lots and lots of police, which is also a good sign. Keep any trouble away. Those gates across there, they're onto the island in the middle if you want to go for a walk. It really is a smashing city, is Roi Et. I like it. Bit of a man-made gateway there, but it's aesthetic all the same. We're going to have a lot of fun, I'm sure. And all around the lake, there's lots of bars and restaurants of different kinds. I'm not sure how far we'll get. You can cross all the way on the island, I think, so that might be an option. Just great. Last year, New Year, myself and Q, our driver there, now his cousin, we spent it in Hat Yai. The others were too tired after our long journey and went to bed. Let's make sure they all last the course tonight. You couldn't write it really. The policeman they were talking to there only turns out to be a distant in-law. Unbelievable. That's Isan for you. A little night market at the foot of the tower. We're going to go on. We can hear lots of noise further ahead. Sounds like fun and adventure. So if it doesn't involve doing anything dangerous, I'm all in. What we found by the provincial hall just behind the tower was a night market and a fun fair. What could be better on New Year's Eve? Young Indy decided that the Tornado was the ride for him. There was no other takers, certainly not this bloke. Now this is more like it, the Dodgems. Takes me back to working on Scarborough seafront. And as you can see, I haven't lost any of my touch. Yes, you can forget that one as well. The island in the middle of the lake at Roi Et has got so much for everyone who lives there. Whether you want to exercise, just relax. There's a great kids playground. We took it as a shortcut because we were looking at some restaurants over the far side of the lake. However, surprise, surprise, they were all reserved. A tip for next time. You gotta love this place. Hundreds of people dining out, families, people of all ages. There's a live band at the top end for those who want the music. There's other bars outside, there's a nightclub over the back, up till the early hours. Loads of stuff, great service. And there's even a comedy horror movie on the big screen for families to sit and have their entertainment, so the kids aren't bored. Fantastic restaurant, great food, we've had a real selection, and every dish has been excellent. Suki Law, the place, highly recommended if you're in Roi Et. I even found a young lady wearing a Scarborough Athletic bobble hat. Yes, it was that cold. We headed back to the tower, queue driving amazingly well to find us a parking spot. We went into 7-Eleven, bought ourselves some drinks, and then sat around the lake amongst the mass crowds waiting for the sound of New Year. And what turned out to be an incredible firework display, the highlights of which I hope you enjoy. Right, morning after the night before, and what a great night it was. Just a couple of reflections looking back. If you happen to come to Roi Et, maybe get by the lake early if you're doing it for New Year. Take some fold-up chairs and get a viewing place. You can watch and listen to the entertainment for a few hours before. Or alternatively do what we did, find a lovely restaurant, just head down there half an hour beforehand. I watched a great movie last night. I'm going to watch it with English subtitles. Fast Race Jazz it's called. Thai comedy. I think I got the gist of the movie, but I want to watch it with subtitles, so I might pick up a bit more Thai and see exactly how it went. It was great fun. Outdoor cinema on New Year's Eve, I never thought I'd see that. Anyway, today we stopped at a service station about half an hour north of Roi Et. And one of the beautiful things about service stations in Thailand is you can pick up lots and lots of different foods, eat them all in one communal area no matter where you bought it from. And nobody flagrantly disrespects this. Part of the reason is because people adhere to the law in Thailand generally. And the other reason is these places don't charge a lot of money. They're the same price as it is for street food elsewhere. Which makes them sort of a hub of a community. In a small village, if they have a service station, people emanate here to have the food and drink. Great idea. Anyway, we're going to continue. We're going to do a temple, then we're going to do a cave, indoor cave, waterfall, and then we're going to go to a town on the way home. So stay tuned, lots to watch. Right, about 90 minutes away from our hotel last night. Find our place up in the mountains, close to the Mukdahan border, right in the north of Roi Et province, a place called Wat Ban Chan, which I'm assured is a cave with a waterfall and some stunning views. Let's have a look. Looks like a very steep walk down to the cave. Lots of steps, stunning views and scenery. My good lady there, she just loves walking. And what a view down over that lake. These are the adventures I'm so glad we're doing now, because you don't know how long you've got your mobility for, because this is pretty stiff stuff. So just a word of warning, if you're not great on your pins and you're not as fit as you might be, it's probably best to give this the swerve. And there it is, we're out of rainy season at the moment, when it'll obviously be a lot more dramatic. But you can see the effect as it comes down the rocks like a waterfall onto the rocks down below and then down towards the reservoir in the bottom. Pretty dramatic stuff, eh? My favourite phrase comes to pass once again, never presume in Thailand. That wasn't the main waterfall. Here we have it. And it is amazing. Wow. Oh wow. Let me see if I can get a better view down the side. There we are. This place never stops astonishing me. Another case in point, and as ever, have a look in the notes below and there'll be a key to the location if you want to visit it yourself. Get out there and see Thailand. It is an astonishing place. So after the stunning beauty of the mountains and that temple and the cave, find ourselves in the old town of Yasothon on the way home, with its Chinese features. Beautiful place. There's plenty of stuff on Yasothon on my channel. If you have a look here, there you go, those two videos cover Yasothon, the Rocket Festival weekend and parade here, as well as when we went to Roi Et last time. And we're going back to the same restaurant, very nice. We'll be doing a few other things while we're here. This restaurant is as authentic as it gets. Superb cow soy. But this part is beautiful, old buildings. There's a quality Italian restaurant further along. But sadly the town museum, once again, is shut. I'll come one time and it's open, I swear. But never mind, we've had a beautiful meal. Look at this classic American car here. Let's have a look. That is quality. So big. A Monte Carlo Chevrolet. I've heard Yasothon being described as one of the most boring towns in Thailand, which I find a bit unfair. For each to their own. You know, it'd be a dull world if we all enjoy the same things. You're not going to find packs of Western bars and nightlife here. Although there are plenty of opportunities, they're all local-ish. It's got this tremendous stretch of water, I know that. And, where we're going to discover in a few minutes, you don't see many museums inside a frog. There's a mini museum inside the big dragon there. I think it's a dragon. I'll tell you. Some sea creature anyway. And it tells you the history of the area. Going back centuries. Whereas I'm going to go inside the frog. this rather splendid waterfront area, which I presume for New Year would have been busy, but obviously not of the same gravitas as Roi Et, where I guess some of the locals from here went an hour up the road last night. To give it its proper title, it's Pepita Pan Praya Kan Kak, which means King Toad Museum. It's not a frog. Important to know the difference between your frogs and your toads. And it was built in 2009. The King Toad forms part of Isan legend, and it's related to the rocket festivals that we have in these parts of the world. Here we are in the mouth of the frog, mouth of the giant toad. Raya Kak Kan. Okay, let me tell you a quick story. I've just seen the animated version of how all this has come about. And basically the king and queen of the area had a son who was born and looked like a toad. But miracle of miracles, he turned into a handsome prince, married a beautiful woman, had a big house, everybody worshipped him, and failed to worship Prior Ken upstairs, who provided the rain. So he had famine on the area, people were dying, there was nowhere to grow the crops. So they had a big fight, the guy who turned from a toad into a prince, along with the other guy, they came to an agreement. And every year now, they send the rockets into the air, the rocket festival, to remind the guy upstairs that it's time for it to rain so they can grow the crops. That's a very abridged version. I tried to watch the subtitles. Past a bloke wearing a very dodgy replica Liverpool shirt with verts on the back. You won't believe it. Welcome to Thailand. Not a bad museum at all. Not loads inside, it's configured around the shape of the toad obviously, but this floor goes into all the history of the Rocket Festival, one of my favourite events in the Thai calendar. I learnt more as well in the museum. I don't think it means a lot to me, but that is King Naga, one of the kings in heaven above, who dealt with the war between the toad and the prince who was in charge of the rainfall, who got very jealous because everyone worshipped the handsome prince instead of him, so he set famine amongst the land. And those shapes there, on the end of the rockets that are fired up through the festival, King Naga. And inside King Naga, it tells you the story in pictures of Paya Kan Kak and Paya 10. I've got the names right this time even. Paya Kan Kak and Paya 10. Play a Yasothon having something like this. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it's nice to learn about history and mythology of the area. And it's very well set out. Done a great job. Right, heading back towards Sisaket, and we've had a stop off here. Tat Kong Kau Noi, this is called, an ancient chedi or stupa going back to the Ayutthaya period of Thailand in the 18th and 20th century. Just a nice little break on the way back. You might as well grab a look at everything as you go. Lots of people about, as you'd expect for a bank holiday, and some beautiful shaped hedges. I'm trying to think of the name of it, what you call shaped hedges, but very nice. Is it topiary? Something like that. Sorry to show my ignorance. But yeah, all very nice. We had a lovely day out. Just shows us so much to see in this wonderful country. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that as much as we have. What a great time. We're back home now. Oh, timber. My wife's just chopped down a tree. She's up the top there. Yeah, tremendous time. Great New Year. Roi Et, fantastic. Went to some lovely places, some lovely restaurants, great company. Saw new places. Fantastic. Hope it's given you some inspiration. Get out and about around Thailand. It's a great place. There's a lot to see and do. Great value and fantastic people. Please add comments and like this video if you've enjoyed it. Tell your friends, subscribe for free to my channel. And until next time, Happy New Year. Be kind to others.